Okay, dear students. So whether my screen is visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in the last lecture, we have discussion on the sets. Okay. So revision of sets, and at last moment we have seen some properties of union and intersection. So these are nothing but the properties of union. So A union B is exactly equal to B union A, and this property is called as commutative property or commutative law. Okay. Similarly, we have associative laws of identity element, idempotent law. Okay. Yes. Anyone?
Sir, the fifth one was universal, right?
Yeah. Universal law. Fifth one.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So everyone, I request you please mute yourself. If you have any query, any doubts, then you can unmute yourself. Okay. Okay. So similarly, you can find out, or you can write down same laws for intersections also. So I can call it is 1 star. So 1 star is nothing but what? A intersection B is exactly equal to B intersection A. Am I correct? You can find
Yes,
out
sir.
also. Okay. And sometimes you need to give the proof of that statement also by considering any set or by considering a Venn diagram. Okay, we will see later on. So 2 star, we have 2 star is nothing but associative in terms of intersection. So we can write down this is A intersection B, that whole
Intersection.
intersection with the C is exactly equal to what? A intersection with B intersection C, which is called as associativity. What is third one? Identity, I think. So tell me, what is identity?
Yes, sir. It was of identity element.
Yes, A intersection
Phi.
phi. So what you will get here? A intersection phi?
Bye.
Phi only, okay?
Phi.
Yes, phi only. Then fourth one. Which one is fourth one? Idempotent, I think. A
Yes.
intersection A.
A
What
only.
you are getting? A set only. And fifth one, universal. We already mentioned this above also. A intersection with universal set U, you will get
A.
A only. And in union, you will also get U, universal set here. See, because all the elements from A also and for U also.
I was just saying that line because I was tested. I was just pushing you off.
Yes, I think someone, please keep yourself on mute. Yeah, good.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, which means that idempotent law and universal law, they have the same set. A and
Yes,
A.
yes, always, because what you are taking A union A. Actually, idempotent law, what it says that the idempotent law, if I talk about in numbers, so it says that x square is equal to x, like that. Because two elements, if you suppose here I assume that instead of union, if I assume that product, so x into x, I am getting that set only x. If I assume that dot is nothing but my union or intersection, so x into x is nothing but x square, so x square is nothing but x. So which elements, which numbers satisfy these properties? Can you please tell me? So for that purpose, we need to solve that x square minus x, which is equal to 0. I can take x common out, so x minus 1, which is also equal to 0. So either I am getting x is equal to 0
X is
or
equal to 1.
x is equal to 1. So only these two elements. Okay. So when I talked about these all numbers on real numbers, when I talked about that x belongs to real, that time I will get 0 and 1 satisfy this property, idempotent law. Okay. But when we change my sets, when we change my sets, or when I form a group, group is a bigger concept as compared to the set. Okay, so that time this law plays a very important role. Okay, so we have different groups. In that groups we have more elements which satisfy idempotent law, like that. Okay, so this is what you have here. So everyone clean and clear with this? Any doubts, anyone?
No,
No,
sir.
no doubts.
Okay. Okay, so now next we are going to see De Morgan's law. So before going to start with De Morgan's, we already, whether we discuss about distributive law? Not yet, no?
No, we did not.
Okay, okay. So we will first see distributive law. So it is quite important, and we may ask you a question, prove that distributive law by using Venn diagram or by using any particular set. So let's see, we will take the examples also here. So everyone please write down distributive law. So what is distributive law? So we have number one, A intersection with B union C. Yes, tell me. You already done, I think, distributive law. What it will come? A intersection B union C.
A intersection B
A
union
intersection B union B.
A intersection B in a first bracket. Am I correct?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
union.
Yes. Then union
Union A intersection C.
A intersection C. Absolutely correct. Okay. Now, if I talked about in terms of numbers, in terms of, why I'm saying in terms of numbers, because I also, the whatever the concept we are using here for union and intersection, if I use that concept, we already using that concept in terms of numbers. See how? Suppose I have x into, so my into is nothing but the intersection, just assume that, into y plus z. And you already solved such kind of equation in 5th or 6th standard. Yes or no? You multiply that term inside, so you are getting x into y, then plus x into z. Am I correct? So this is what is nothing but the distributive. Clean and clear?
Yes.
Yes or no? Okay. So this is first distributive law. Now the second distributive law. Anyone? What is second part? So I just erase that one because I'm just giving you a hint. We are already using that distributive law and everything in numbers. Okay. And when we are talking about a group, ring, field, that time such expression we are going to how that comes, why this is this thing. So such expression we are going to use. We are already using, but we are taking what we say, a review on that. Okay. So as usual, yes, please tell me what is second distributive law. Wait a minute. I think, okay, it's okay now. Okay, tell me what is second distributive law.
A union B.
Correct. A union
B
intersection C.
B intersection C is equal to
A union B intersection B A union C.
intersection A union C. Absolutely correct. You just replace union to intersection or intersection to union. Okay. So I can write down for you here. Give me a minute. Just 1 minute. I think my OneNote is not responding. I don't know how. Yeah. So whether my screen is visible? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Now it is.
Okay, okay. So it is A union B intersection C. You can write down as A union B intersection with A union C. Okay. Now someone's suppose in examination we may ask you a question like that. Please verify distributive law for a given sets or by using a Venn diagram. So I'm going to give you a proof of first. You can similarly solve for the second one. Suppose they have given a set A contains an element 1, 2, 3 dot 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 up to 10. Set B contains element 1, 2, 3, 5. 4 is not involved here. And set C contains 3, 4, 7, 8. That many elements. Now, how one can solve this one now? Just tell me how one can solve the first distributive law, the equation 1. So what you need to do, you need to take first right hand side LHS. What is your LHS? A intersection B union C. So first let you first find B union C. So what is B union C set? Yes, please tell me.
We need to write all the numbers from 1 to
All
8.
the elements from B to C, no only B to C. So what we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can write down here 1, 2, 3, 4. Whether 5 is there? Yes,
Yes.
5 is also there. Whether 6 is there?
No.
No, 6 is not there. Then 7
7,
and
8.
8. So this is nothing but A union B. Now you need to calculate A intersection B union C. So this set you can calculate. You have B union C here. You have set A here, and you need to take the intersection. So what happened? Which element
1
comes
to
here?
8.
Only
1 to 8.
no, not 1 to 8. How 1 to 8? Because 6 is not there, no.
Yes, yes.
So which element comes? 1, 2, 3. Then after 3 it is 4, 5, 7 and 8. So you can call as this equation as a star equation because this is your LHS. Now how one can find RHS? So I just made here one line and find RHS here only. What is your RHS? Your RHS A intersection B union A intersection C. Am I correct? So now tell me, what is A intersection B?
Set B.
Only set B, exactly. So it will 1, 2, 3, 5. What is A intersection C?
Set C.
Only set C, that is nothing but 3, 4, 7, 8. Now you need to take the union of that. So A intersection B union A intersection C. A intersection C. So tell
Both
me.
LHS and RHS will be same. Which one?
Yeah, exactly. So you are getting 1, 2, 3, 5. 4 is also comes there. So you can write down 4 also. So
So your phone
yes,
is
yes.
vibrating.
Yeah, you know that. Just give me a minute. Okay, okay. So now where we are? So we are finding this one. So tell me what are the next element? Yes, am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
yes, sir.
yes.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Next is 4,
5,
5, 7, and 8.
7,
So you can see this side and this side. LHS is equal to RHS. It means your first law is. Okay. So similarly, you can give the proof or give, verify the second law of second distributive law. Is it okay? Anyone any doubts in that? You can solve this one. You can solve this one by using a Venn diagram also. Okay. So you know already that. Okay. I'm not going to take this. Okay. And you can take at the second example, you can take any set A, B, C, any sets. Okay. And then you can find out A union B intersection C. It exactly comes A union B intersection A union C. Okay. So this is what a distributive law. Anyone any doubts in the distributive law? Anyone? Any doubts?
no, sir.
Okay. Okay. So this is what we have a distributive law. Now, the next law is nothing but a universal. Not universal. Universal law is already done. So we have with us De Morgan's law. Okay. So now everyone knows what is complement. Huh? So I think complement set everyone knows. So we also have one complement law. We already discussed that, I think. Just tell me whether it is done or not. Complement law. Still you can write down in your notebook this. The law is nothing but A union A complement. What it is?
Universal law.
Universal set. That is nothing but we define as a U. And second one, A intersection. We already done that, no?
Yes.
Intersection with the complement of it becomes
Null set.
null set,
Null
we denoted by a 5. So we already done that. Okay. Write down whatever the number is there. Now important one, De Morgan's law. So what is De Morgan's law? So De Morgan's law is nothing but we have two statements. A union B, its complement is exactly equal to A complement. Sometimes we dash is nothing but the complement. Huh? So A complement intersection B complement. Okay. And Instead of union, we have intersection. A intersection B dash is nothing but A dash union B dash. See now, this is what De Morgan's law. Okay. So whether you require the proof of that, or whether you need to verify these two laws, so you can take any set just like an above set, A union B union say. But here you need to define a universal set also, because when the complement comes in the picture, you should know what is your universal set. Okay, U. Okay, so here we have A set, B set. So instead of AB, I just called A is nothing but my universal set, B is nothing but my A set, and C is nothing but my B set. And then we can find out, we can check it out easily that De Morgan's law holds. That is nothing but we can verify De Morgan's law. Okay, clean and clear? Or whether I take the examples?
No,
Sir,
sir.
can you?
No, sir.
You can do it, no? No problem. You can take any sets, any A, any B, any C. Okay. So next one is nothing but, or you can do by using Venn diagram also. So can I show it by using Venn diagram? Any one law?
Okay, sir.
Because we already done by using set, so we can solve by using Venn diagram. So what we have, A. So we have here, yeah, A. We can take first one, A union B, its complement, which comes A complement in the section B complement. Okay. So first we find out set A, set B like that. So here we can take LHS. So we need to find out A union B, its complement. Okay. So okay. So we can find out first what is A union B. So set A union set B. So I just consider a set. That box is nothing but my universal set. So I denote it by U here. This is nothing but my set A, and this is nothing but my set B. And I wanted to find A union B. So A union B. So A union B, what I am getting A union B. So I can call this is my set A, this is my set B. So A union B is nothing but my whole, that two balls. Am I correct? Now what is A union B, its complement?
Sir, can you tell that A union B part by Venn diagram?
Yeah, simply here A is nothing but, what is A union B? Union means what? You have to take all elements from A
Yes.
also and all elements from B also.
Yes.
So that's why A set is there and B set is there. We need to take all the elements. That's why I draw like that only.
Okay.
Okay. Now similarly, what I want now I want A union B, its complement. So we have A union B like that. Now what is the complement of that set?
Everything except
Rest part.
AB. Rest
Yes.
part.
So you need to firstly draw the same diagram, because we are considering on a same set. Huh? So assume that it is same. So this is nothing but my U. This is as usual my A. This is as usual my B. So I can write down A and B. So what I want now, its complement. So A union B. So this is nothing but my A. This is A union B. But what I want, its complement. So its complement is nothing but what? Outer part of A and B, which belongs to universal set. So this everything comes here. Like that. So you can draw. So this is nothing but what? I have my LHS. Is it okay? Clean and clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now Now we will see for RHS part. So see now what RHS comes. So my RHS is nothing but A complement. So A complement. So even if you have same diagram, my U is nothing but this is nothing but my A, this is nothing but my B, because we are considering the same diagram. And what is A complement? Now tell me, what is A complement?
Sir,
Yes.
B part that is not intersecting A and
Yes,
everything else.
exactly. So they are talking about what? All that part. This part also involved, because which is also outside of A. So you need to just focus on the part which are outside of the A. Okay, all the part outside of the A. They are not talking about B, so take it B also. So like that. Now like that, everything is there now. Okay, but don't take any element from A, even if it is in a B, but it is also in a A. I don't want A. Here they are talking about A complements what? Outside part of the A. Okay. Similarly, you can find the B complement. So B complement is nothing but what? Your B complement you can write down like that. Make a same diagram. Make a same diagram. So A is there, B is there. So this is nothing but what you have B, and this is nothing but your A. This is nothing but your universal set. And they are talking about B complement. It is nothing but what? You need to take all the elements outside of the B. So you need to take some elements for A also, but not in B. Now what law says that? Law says that A dash intersection B dash. So what is that intersection? Intersection of that two sets. So A dash intersection B dash. So tell me what it comes. Intersection means what? The common part in A also and in B also. So what is that common part?
Sir, everything apart from AB.
Yes, because see, whatever A part is involved, A part is not involved in A complement. Whether A part is involved in B complement. Okay, but it is not common in both. So we are not allowed to take A set. Similarly, for the B set, we are not allowed to take the B set. Similarly, for the intersection, which is also not common in the both. So remaining everything is common. Okay, so you are getting like that. So this is what you need to draw such a diagram, and such a diagram is called as a Venn diagram. Clear and clear? Got it? And this is proof. So this is nothing but your LHS. So this implies RHS is equal to LHS. Proved. Anyone, any doubts in the Venn diagram? Similarly, you can do such a proofs for distributive law, commutative law, associative law, for all the laws. Okay? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So this is what. Please write down that. If you are done with that, tell me. Can I go further?
Sir, only 1 minute.
Yeah, please.
Yes, sir. Done now.
Okay. So by using set also, you can take any A set, any B set, and any universal set you can verify this law. Okay, this is not the proof. This is not the proof of the law. These are the verification statements. This is the verification way how to verify that De Morgan's law, like that. Okay, so next we will have a double complementation law. So you can write down here. I think we already discussed that also. If I have a set A, if I take its complement and its complement, so what I am getting? A complement, you are getting A itself. Everyone get an idea how we are getting A?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if I try to solve this by using Venn diagram, so first I find out what is my A complement. So my A complement becomes, suppose this is only one set I require, this is U, and this is nothing but my A. So whatever the outer part, I am getting A complement. Okay. And again, what I want, A complement and its complement. So its complement means what? What is the complement of above set? So for this complement, everything inside that. So E is there. So we are getting this only. And that is nothing but your E, which is equal to. So it is easy. Okay, write down that also. So this is how we have a set. That's it. That's it. We have a set. So what we have some important types of the set, subsets of the sets, and what is meant by power set, and all these laws. Okay. So I think we have covered all the laws. So first one is commutative, associative, identity. Then we have idempotent, then universal, distributive, and then we have De Morgan's, and these are the double implementation law. Okay. Also, I'm just curious whether you know that thing or not.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, can you tell me again that A complement of complement, the last diagram?
Okay. Okay. Very simple. What is complement? Please tell me what is complement.
Means the part which
Other
is
part.
not included. Yes.
Yes. Yes. So now I have A complement is nothing but this set. Okay.
Yes.
So for your understanding purpose, I just call that A complement is nothing but some other name I will give B. So this set is nothing but my B. Now tell me what is B complement. B complement means what? The part which are not in B. Okay. So that is nothing but
Outside
which
B.
part? Yeah. No. How outside B? See, you have universal set.
Yes.
You are I can give this proof by using set also. Okay, so I can consider, so you will understand, you will get a clear idea. Suppose I have a set A and universal set, I can take universal set 1 2 to 10, and I can set my A is nothing but 1 2 3 4 5. Okay,
Okay.
this set. Now tell me what is my A complement. The part A complement is nothing but what?
The
I
part
want a part of universal set which not involved a part of A. That is
Yes.
nothing but you are getting 6,
to
7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now what I want, suppose I call this set as a B. Okay. Now tell me what is B complement.
1 2 3. The part which is not included in B.
We need to consider this part only. So the B part, if I consider this, so complement of B is nothing but if I compare this part to my universal set, so the part outside of the B, and which is the part of universal set. So what it is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are getting now?
Yes.
Okay, and that B is nothing but what? Our A complement. So it is nothing but what we have. A complement and its complement. So that is how you are getting here. So you need to consider not A only, you need to consider U. Okay.
Okay.
Now got it clean and clear?
Yes.
Okay. So this is what we have all the laws. Now I'm curious whether you know this thing or not. What is pi complement?
Universal.
Yes, absolutely correct. Universal set. And what is universal complement?
Five.
Five.
It is nothing but the phi.
5.
Okay. Okay. This is just a what we can say. For universal set and phi, this is the relation. Phi is nothing but nothing. The complement of nothing is nothing but everything. Okay, like that. And complement of everything is nothing but the nothing. Okay. So anyone, any doubts up to this?
No, sir.
Okay. So this is why, this is how we have the set part involved in our syllabus. Okay. Also, we have Cartesian product, or how to do the product of two. So at the time when it is required, that time I'm going to discuss that what exactly the product of two sets, or how we are going to see the product and everything. Or I can give it here only, no problem, no problem. Okay. So yes, write down. Everyone done with that?
Yes.
Okay. So because this is required to define me a relation, so that's why I'm going to take this also, because we are going to define now relation. What is relation? So for that purpose, you should know what is product of set. So write down next point with me, a product of set. Okay. So we define, instead of define, okay, product and Cartesian product works on a same way, so how that product is nothing but I'm talking about the Cartesian product, huh? So also you can write down it here. Okay, Cartesian product. Okay, so the Cartesian product of two sets A and B is the set which contains, is the set of ordered pairs. Now, what is meant by ordered pairs? Anyone knows what is meant by ordered pairs? A and B with that small a belongs to set A and small b belongs to set B. That is nothing. Suppose the Cartesian product is nothing but A cross B, which contains an elements of the type A comma B, such that A belongs to capital A and B belongs to capital B.
Sir, the order repairments, like if we consider A comma B and then B comma A, then they are both different.
Yes,
So-
exactly. Yes. So everyone knows now. See how a real number or real line is formed, just because we are getting the everything by using that set products. Okay. Now we know already R is nothing but our set. Yes or no? What is R stands for? Set of real numbers. No?
Real numbers.
Yeah. So if I write down set of real numbers, so all set of real numbers I can get in one line, we called as a real line. This is nothing but my real lines. Here in middle somewhere we have 0, then we have 1 here, there are infinitely many numbers between 0 and 1. Like that, we have 2 also here, dot, 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 dot. We have gone like that. Here -1 and here -2 and here dot, 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 like that. So this is nothing but the set of real numbers. Okay, set of real lines. So we called as this line as a R. Okay. So if I draw another line which is exactly perpendicular to R, passing through origin, that is nothing but 0, and which is also a real line. Now later on we just called as this is nothing but my x-axis, and this is nothing but my y-axis. So now we have R cross R. This relation, this is nothing but the product. So we define now this, whatever diagram I am getting, this is nothing but sometimes it is denoted by R2 or it is denoted by R cross R. Now everyone knows, if I wanted to define, suppose here I have 1, here I have 2, then here I can write down -1 and -2. So these elements, so 2, 1, these element, how one can write down that element? First we will take on a x-axis, that is nothing but 2, and so see here we are getting a ordered pair 2, 1, and 1, 2 is the different thing. 1, 2, tell me where is 1, 2? So here 1 and here 2, here. So here somewhere I am getting 1, 2. So these two elements are different. So that is why A cross B is nothing but what? We have ordered pairs. Suppose I have A cross B cross C, then we have triplets. Then I have A cross B cross C cross D. Then we have 4 element set. We can call as what is beyond triplets? It is tuples. Then
Quadruplet.
yeah, something like that. Okay. So when we have n cross n sets, A1, A2, A3, A3, A4, A5, 6 up to n, and if I do the product, so I will get the n plus n tuples, like that. Okay, so like that we have a Cartesian product. So everyone understand how the Cartesian product is there? Okay, so it just contains. Now we will take one example also.
Sir,
Yes.
does that mean that first we need to multiply first element of A with first element of B and like that?
Okay, we will take one example also, then you will understand. Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
so while taking it's in general example in real number that you know already. That's why I take this as an example. We will see one example. Before going to example, I just wanted to give some remarks. So write down that remarks that you already know, that you already observe here, that the A cross B is not equal to B cross. It is totally different. So tell me whether Cartesian product is commutative.
No, sir.
No.
No, it is not. Okay. Next, the cardinality of Cartesian product of A cross B. What is the relation? What do you think? The cardinality of Cartesian product of B cross A. It is same. It is not same.
Same.
Sir, it is same.
It is same. Exactly, it is same. Because what we are going to do, we are taking one element from A set and another element from B set, and we are doing this thing. Okay. So let's find out the second property work or not. So I will take here very small example. So example. Suppose I have a set A having only 2 elements, 1 and 2, and I have a set B also having 2 elements, 3 and 4. Can you find what is A cross B? Tell me, what is A cross B? No, I'm not getting your voice, please. Yes.
Hello.
Yes, please.
1, 3.
Okay, first element I can write down 1, 3. Very good. So see,
Then 1,
see. Okay. First we write down. Then 1,
4.
Very good.
2, 3 and 2, 4.
2, 3 and 2, 4. Absolutely correct. What is B cross A now?
3, 1,
So you are getting 3, 1,
4,1, 4,2.
correct. So 4, 1, then again 3, 2 and 4, 2. So now see, you can see this whether these two sets are same, because this is the different element as we have seen in the R2, R cross R. This is the different element 1, 3 and 3, 1. So these are not same. Okay, but you can see the cardinality. What is the cardinality of this set? Cardinality of A cross B?
4,
4. And what is the cardinality of B cross A?
4.
Which is also 4. So cardinality always same if you change the order A cross B cross C, but the elements is different. Okay, and you can see not a single element is same. So if I take the intersection A cross B intersection B cross A, you are getting 5, you are getting nothing. Okay, now got it everyone?
Sir, so the reason A cross B and is not equal to B cross A is is because of order pairs, right?
Yeah, because of order pairs, absolutely not, because these elements are different. Whatever 1, 3 is totally different than 3, 1. Okay, like that.
Sir, can you tell how 4 came of because of cardinality?
4 is nothing but number of elements. This is one element only. 1,
Okay,
3 is only one element. It is not 2 elements. Okay, so that's why I make a curly bracket and inside I make a bracket, because in A cross B, A Cartesian product with B, you are getting element of the type A comma B. This is one element.
Okay.
Okay, this is not 2 elements. This is only one element. Like that.
One element is there 4 times.
Yes. So this is one element, this is second element, this is third element, and this is fourth element. That's why cardinality is 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Any doubts, anyone in that now?
Can you relate this with first one? A cross B not equals to B cross.
Yeah, it is absolutely A cross B is not equal to B cross A. You can take any A and any B. You can find out A cross B and B cross A are not equal. Clean and clear. Now, I just wanted to say to you here. I think we will stop here because we also have a lecture at 10:45. So why Venn diagram stops? Just because of now the concept cross comes in the picture. Okay, and you cannot define now cross by using Venn diagram. Do you?
Yes, sir. We can't.
We can't. Okay, that's why Venn diagram has some limitations. That's why only for these above properties, intersection, union, De Morgan's, that kind of things we can use the Venn diagram. Okay, when it comes in terms of cross multiplication, that time the Venn diagram we cannot find out how A cross B look like graphically. So that time we need to take an examples like that. So we have such kind of examples, a real line. You can take R cross R, which is called as R2, and sometimes we called as it is plane. Okay, so that is a big thing, plane and everything. So that is very big thing. So I request everyone, please write down your attendance in the chat box so I can access them. So everyone understand this? Anyone any doubts up to this Cartesian product?
No, sir, no doubt.
So in the next lecture at 11:45, we are going to take what is relation. Okay. So I just stop the recording.